Alright guys, look. This is not going to be a review for Hell in a Cell. Because quite honestly, if I did a review of Hell in a Cell, it would legit not be a fair score. I did tell you guys I was going to do a Hell in a Cell review either Monday or today, because I was at the attendance for the Hell in a Cell show in Sacramento, California. But I can't review it. That the ending of that show was beyond embarrassing. And I can express my feelings about it. Because let's be honest, the show, besides the main event, was actually going very strong. It was doing very great. First two matches. Then we get the little bit of the filler matches, which they were either just basic house show or TV matches. Nothing really special, but nothing really that insulting. Really, the only match I would say that was definitely the really weakest one was that 6-man tag. That I don't understand about that one. And then the women's match between Bayley and Charlotte, and I'm not happy Charlotte is champion again. I'm going to get back to that match in a second for a different reason. So the main event happens. It's a Hell in a Cell, Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. You've already heard this, and I'm in the same bandwagon as everybody else, the same group. I was confused, pissed off, and I was with the crowd chanting AEW, we want refunds, restart the match. It was bad. And even after the show, they were still booing it. The show bad after that whole disqualification or referee stoppage, whatever you want to call it, in the Hell in a Cell match for the second time in a row, for second year in a row, I should say, clarify. That match ruined the entire pay-per-view, and that's why I can't review this pay-per-view. Because I would literally have this negative anger towards that final match in my head, and I would just crap all over this pay-per-view. And it sucks because this pay-per-view wasn't bad at all. If this main event, if the match was a lot better, and it had different results in terms of the finish, I probably would have given this a thumbs up. I probably would have given this a thumbs up pay-per-view, and all it took was that ending match and that result to literally ruin an entire show. Sasha Becky was an incredible match. She had the tornado tag, which was a lot of fun. Corbin Gable I thought was good, but definitely their weaker match. But the problem was just that main event was so bad, it really ruined everybody's fun at the show. That really angered me to a core, and I'm not going to rant on it like normal, but I'm going to rant on something that did happen to me at that show. And I really got fed up during the Bayley Charlotte Flair match. And I'll explain why in a bit. Because I was there live, we have arranged seatings. And no matter where you go, whether it's a wrestling show, a concert, a comedy club, wherever you're going, you're always going to meet new people. Sometimes you're going to meet normal people. Sometimes you're going to meet assholes. Sometimes you're going to meet annoying people. Sometimes you're going to meet funny people. Sometimes you might even make new friends there. It's very common. I, unfortunately, was stuck with one of those situations where behind me, nearly a row behind me, like handshaking distance. I was unfortunate to have had sat in front of a guy who also ruined the night by his constant cringy comments, annoying personality, and when it comes to the Bailey Sharp thing, that really offended me and made me want to jump up and beat the shit out of him. I don't remember the guy's name. I didn't take pictures of him. I should have. But I need to express this because the ending of pay-per-view was horrible, but I had something just as bad as that ending in terms of a experience. So I had a couple of friends with me, and we sit down to watch the show, pay-per-view. We know this guy with this girl. I don't know if it's his girlfriend, his sister, I don't know. But they're sitting together with another female friend of theirs. I'm assuming it was their female friend. It looked like it was the three of them together. Could be wrong. And I could tell this guy, from the way he talked, from the way he sounded, he was probably a druggie of some kind. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The gravelly voice, the attitude, the never shut up attitude. Throughout the entire show, this guy never or barely shut up. And I'm not talking about he was just cheering or booing or saying, let's go Rollins or let's go Charlotte or anything like that. It was nothing like that. Prime example. For the entrances for the Tornado Tag Team match, we had Harper and Rowan Reigns and Bryan. When Harper and Rowan make their entrance, from their entrance pretty much until the end of the match, it felt like 20 or 30 times this guy said, in this voice, repeating this, the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah, the Bludgeon Brothers. Almost exactly like that voice. He had that voice the entire time. Just chanting Bludgeon Brothers. And not like, Bludgeon Brothers, Bludgeon. No, like, the Bludgeon Brothers. And then another 10 seconds there. Bludgeon Brothers. Bludgeon Brothers. It was getting really fucking annoying. And what's even worse that his sister, his girlfriend, his friend, or his fuck buddy, I don't care, was there constantly telling him to shut up. Constantly. And he didn't. The AJ Styles match, same thing. Talking about AJ Styles. AJ Styles. He's the best. AJ Styles. If you're there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This guy was being fucking annoying throughout the entire show, to the point where one of my friends actually was complaining about he wanted to jump up and beat the crap out of him. He was that annoying. He was just being annoying. But the moment I came this close to socking him in the fucking nose, breaking it, was during the Bailey Charlotte match. Now, he was cheering for Charlotte to win, which is understandable. There's nothing wrong. You have a right as a fan to cheer or boo whoever you want. There's nothing wrong with that. So he and his friends, or whoever they were cheering for Charlotte. I wanted Bailey to win, as you all know. And there was a few times where I go, let's go Charlotte. So they were actually being fans for a while. But throughout the match, a handful of times, I would say even most of the match, they were just booing Bailey. this asshole, a so-called fan that I can't believe I'm using that term lightly, fan, decides to chant and say these things regarding to Bayley. As a Bayley fan, I was offended, but more importantly, as just a human being, I was disgusted. This guy was screaming, "You're ugly, Bayley. No one likes you. You know, you can't wrestle. You're uglier in person." What was it? It was like, go back to IHOP or something. No, go back to Burger King. Go back to Burger King. And he was saying these horrible, rhetorical, insulting, non-fan phrases that really got under my skin. He went from being annoying to cringy to me coming this close to jumping up and beating the fuck out of this guy because he can't learn how to be a fucking fan. This goes to everybody, whether you're at a concert or even a wrestling show. We'll just say a wrestling show, for example. If you don't want someone to win, or if you're against somebody, you have a right to say, "You suck," or "Boo," or respectful chants for the baby faces or heels. Respectful chants, and you know what I'm talking about when I say that. But when you're flat calling somebody, "You're ugly, nobody likes you, go back to Burger King, you're uglier person," you're not a fan, you're a scumbag. If you didn't want Bayley to fin, if you don't like Bayley, that's fine. You can boo her. You can say she sucks. But the fact that you have to say, and these fucking retards of fans have to go out and say, "You're fucking ugly, no one likes you, go back to Burger King, and you're ugly as hell even in person." You're not being a fan, you're being a fucking asshole. That, on top of the bullshit at the Hell in a Cell ending, is why I'm even more angry. Everyone else is angry because of that freaking bullshit finish. I'm angry because not only that, but because I had bad experience because I was in the crowd because some stupid numbnuts wouldn't shut the fuck up for once in his life. He talked through the entire show. He was loud. He was obnoxious. He was cringy. His freaking girlfriend, sister, fuckboy, I don't give a crap, kept on telling him to shut up to the point where even I was getting annoyed. I'm going to turn and tell the guy shut the fuck up. And I was going to turn to the girl and say shut the fuck up for telling the other guy shut. Because it happened so constantly. Almost non-stop. To the point where one of my friends was getting flat annoyed. And he was talking to cars and he wanted to jump up, beat the crap out of the guy. I hate it when fans act like such pricks. When you're saying stuff like that, you're not a fucking fan. You're just an asshole. If you're going to attend these shows, at least respect the athletes and be a respectful fan. Do not jump in the barricades and try to attack wrestlers. Don't go and try to cop a feel with some of the female athletes. Don't fucking insult them by calling them fat or the N-word or any bullshit like that. At the end of the day, you're there to have fun and to be entertained. And you are allowed to boo. You're allowed to say who you want to win. You're allowed to critique booking-wise. But you're not allowed to be an asshole. And that's what this guy was. He was being an annoying prick, and it ruined practically the entire night. And again, what made it worse was Bray Wyatt and this Rollins ending of that match did not help things even worse. It didn't help any better. It made things a lot worse. I was more negative than anything. This is a mega pet peeve now I have. When people act like they're fans of something, but really they come off as ignorant jackasses, and it angers me. And the fact that this guy was literally one row behind me, handshake, I could touch him easily, and all I heard was cringy comments. This guy flat out making fun of Bayley and insulting her looks. And constantly hearing from by whoever it was, shut up, shut up, shut up. It's kind of hard to enjoy a pay-per-view when there's fucking the freaking peanut gallery in the background. Peanut gallery in the fucking background, yapping away. The guy was on drugs. The guy was fucked. He was not a guy with special needs. The guy was fucking on drugs. The guy was on drugs or something. The guy was fucked up, and he would not shut up. And then he could not help himself being an asshole. So I want to apologize to all the wrestlers who competed in that show and got fucked over because of that crappy main event booking, because they poured their heart and soul out for that show. And I also want to apologize to Bayley and to any other wrestler that has been flat called out like that. I don't like Charlotte as a character, but you don't see me come out here saying, oh, she's ugly looking. You know, why don't you get skinny and die? I don't do that shit. I did that Eva Marie video as a fucking joke years ago. As a fucking troll video. I don't care. Really thinking about this and getting the images back in my mind really hurts me a lot. It frustrates me. I encourage everybody, if you're trying to watch a show and there's some numbnuts being a dick about things, I want you to get kicked out for being the shit out of the guy. Because that guy deserved it. I should have done something, but I let him stay and be a fucking pain in the ass throughout the beginning of the show and then the bullshit ending. That is one of the worst wrestling, if I would probably say even the worst wrestling experience in person I've ever attended, bar none. The bullshit ending and the jackass that wouldn't shut the fuck up in the background and wouldn't stop being an asshole. If you're going to be a fan, be a fan. Tomorrow's is the Wednesday Night Wars. The second episode will come out on. I'll try to get it done on Thursday, if not Friday. I'll try to get it as done as I can, as soon as I can. Sorry, I'm running ahead. It's been a long week. That's really all I have to say. No review. This is the closest thing you're going to get for a review. Maybe everyone's already saying I don't need to say anymore, and then the fan experience I had was just an embarrassment. Unfucking believable. And if that guy, if you're all watching this video, I hope you get banned from any wrestling show. You know, as a matter of fact, I hope you go to a show and you act the same way, because one day you're going to piss off the wrong person. You're going to annoy the wrong person, and they're going to break you in half. They're going to beat the shit out of you, and you're going to deserve it. Be a fan, not an asshole.